Barakatah Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kudash. Welcome to another live lesson. The name of this one is is the son of perdition, and America is the place it will happen. Pretty much I was watching the brothers' camp. They have a camp on Sunday in Houston. And I'm not sure if they mentioned it or they read it, 2 Thessalonians, where that, one of the places where the phrase comes from, son of perdition. And it just sparked an idea in my mind, and precepts started coming, so I just started grabbing them up real quick. And Lord's will, this will be an edifying lesson. So we're going to start at the first verse, but the point is in the third verse. And the point would be the son of perdition or the son of destruction. Okay? Here it says man of lawlessness. And there's not a more lawless individual than Esau, the so-called white man. So 2 Thessalonians 2:1 says, now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, and by our gathering together unto him, that you be not soon shaken in mind or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter as from us, as that the day of Yahushua is at hand. And there will be a lot of different signs shown to let us know that the end is coming. Yahushua left, a list of things that would be happening prior to his return. And we see them happening on a world scale. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first. So basically the destruction won't come until they come falling away first. And that happened back during 70 AD. When 70 AD happened, that was like pretty much, you could say, the beginning of the ending of Israel in that land, which were pretty much run out of there by the Romans. All right. It says, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition or the son of destruction. All right. So the man of sin be revealed. And this is what's happening right now. Now, another clue here that this is talking about is the next verse, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High. And they do. Or that is worship. When you look at who is being worshipped as the Heavenly Father, as his son, if you're being honest with yourself, you will have to say the so-called white men, which are the Edomites. And they are being worshipped, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. And if you type in the word God into your Google search engine, you're going to see many pictures of so-called white people posing as the Most High. And if you type in so-called Jesus into your Google search engine, you're going to get pictures of a so-called white man. So that's pretty much who the son of perdition is. And it's giving us different hints as to who it is. Right. And it goes on to say here, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now you know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time, because there were certain things that were hid even back then till now, because there wasn't time for him to be fully revealed yet. But for the mystery of iniquity, who this mysterious person of iniquity or sin is, doth already work. Why? Because during the time when the Apostle Paul was writing this letter to the Thessalonians, the Roman Empire was still in power at this time. All right. They were about to go down, in the distant future, but they were still in power at this time. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. So let's deal with the son of perdition part. Let's go from there to the book of Romans, the 9th chapter. And this whole chapter is a heavy chapter within itself. Because, if you understand that chapter, you understand the whole mystery of who salvation is for and who it's not for. So let's go to Matthew chapter 9, verse 13. It says, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. So the whole premise here is centered around these two children, Jacob and Esau. When you go to the first verse on down, the Apostle Paul was saying how his kinsmen are the Israelites. And it gives you a list of things that belong to them, pertain to them, and only to them. And he goes through the list of, the sons of Abraham to show you that the Lord wasn't dealing with any of those sons except for the son of the promise, which was Isaac. And then we come down to about the 8, 9, 10th verse around there. It starts speaking about Jacob and Esau. And it starts speaking about the origins or the beginning of these twins, Jacob and Esau. One of them, they were fraternal twins. They didn't look exactly the same. They came out looking different. When we bring out this fact to people laugh at us because you say, how can one child come out like a white person, another child come out like a black person? Look it up. Anyways, it says, what shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? The Most High forbid. So is there unrighteousness with the Lord because he loves Jacob and he hates Esau and their descendants? The answer to that is no. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to jump down. Just bear with me. We're going to jump down to the 19th verse, right? And you can read the whole chapter. I'm going to get certain points. Thou wilt say then unto me, why doth he yet find fault? For who has resisted his will? So no one has resisted the will of the Most High. Nay, but, O man, who art thou that repliest against the Most High? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? Right, because you have two sons. One of them was a chosen, which is Jacob. The other one was not, which is Esau. So can Esau jump up and say, why did you make me this way? No, because the Most High is the potter. He is the clay. Hath not the potter power over the clay of the same lump? Meaning what? The same sperm line through Isaac, right? To make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor. So if you have a potter and he has a lump of clay and he takes half of that clay, he makes a vase, or he makes what they call a conversation piece, right? And then he takes the rest of it. He'll make, let's say, an ashtray or a toilet. That clay can't bitch, because part of it was, it was the same lump, but part of it was used for a vessel of honor. The other one was used for a vessel of dishonor. To make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor. What if the Most High, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction? Who is that vessels of wrath fitted to destruction? The Edomites, which are the vessel unto dishonor. And as we read in 2 Thessalonians, right, he is the son of perdition. And in these times, they're being revealed as to who they are. All right, so now let's go from there. Let's go to the book of Isaiah, right? Isaiah chapter 34. Because these scholars that know anything, at least a little something, they know that this is a future prophecy that has not happened yet. And the main person that's being identified in here outside of the nations and their militaries are the Edomites, which they have the Greek equivalent of the word Esau in here, or Edom. Isaiah 34:5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. This is the Lord is going to bring destruction upon Esau and their military, which are going to be up in the heavens, flying in the heavens, in their fighter jet planes and all of that. And the Lord is going to take them out. And that's why it says, Yahweh said, I saw Satan as lightning fall from heaven, meaning he saw the destruction when he came back and took Esau and the nations out of rulership and destroyed their militaries, beginning with their fighter jets. It says, behold, it shall come down upon who? Idumea, which are who? This is the Greek way of saying Edom, or the Edomites. And upon the people as a nation of what? My curse, to judgment. So they are the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction. They are the sons of perdition. that are made, that were created to be destroyed. And we're at the point now where they're about to be destroyed. So let's go from there to 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, and verse 7. Then answered I, matter of fact, I started 6. Then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone, and through none other. And by me also they shall be ended, and by none other, because the Lord he brought a beginning to something, and now he's bringing an end to it. And we see the signs of the end happening right now. And if you were honest, you will agree that the people that run the earth today are the so-called white people, which are the Edomites, or identified as the Edomites in the scriptures. It says, then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, or the end of the age, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So Esau is the end of the world. They are the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction. They are the people of the Most High's curse. They are the sons of perdition that are going to be destroyed. That the Lord is waiting right now to come visit them and take them out of rulership. Let's go real quick to Revelation 17 and verse 7. It says, and the angel said unto me, wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman. The woman is America, Babylon the great harlot. And of the beast that carrieth her, the beast represents the EU and NATO, which have the 7 heads and the 10 horns that represents their 7 major empires, along with the EU. It says, the beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit. This is dealing with America. The bottomless pit is Europe. America, which was in the vision of the Apostle John, but it wasn't, and this reason why I said it is not, because it wasn't at that time yet, because that was a future vision that he was seeing of America. And shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, because they did come out of so-called Europe and go into what? Perdition, meaning destruction. So from the moment that Esau came over to this side of the world and stole this land from the Israelites that are here and established themselves here, that's also began the beginning of their destruction. Because Esau is the son of perdition, and America is a place where it's going to happen. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world. That's the ones that are not the part of the elect. When they behold the beast that was and is not and yet is, America. All right. And then when you jump down to the 18th verse, and the woman which thou sawest is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth. And America has that power over these nations. Although at this point now they're losing that power, but they still have a sway over the world. All right. So the last precept I'm going to leave you with is in the book of Obadiah. Right. Because before Esau can be totally destroyed, America's going to be destroyed. The ones that are here will be destroyed, but then they have to go into captivity for a period of 1,000 years, and then they'll be totally annihilated after that. So Obadiah 1:15, for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. That's all the nations, including the Edomites. For as you have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. So that means continually. It means, generation after generation after generation, because that's what they were created for. All nations, yea, except for the Edomites, because after they serve their captivity, then they're going to be rounded up and burnt up, as the Lord states for a couple of verses down. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been, because they're going into captivity. Behold, upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions, because they're going to take over the land of Esau. That because that land is going to still be around, and Judah is going to inherit that. It says, in the house of Jacob shall be a fire, which the house of Jacob would represent who? The southern kingdom. And the house of Joseph a flame, which represents the northern kingdom, both kingdoms coming together. And the house of Esau, the Edomites, the so-called white people, for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall be not any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai have spoken it. All right. So Esau, is the son of perdition, and America is the place it will happen. So with that, I pray that you brothers and few sisters have been edified. Till the next time I say, Shalom.